Morning, everybody out there. Okay, today we're going to be talking about quite a controversial topic, money. Okay, this stuff here, hang on. This stuff that you get in your wallet, right? Money. Money to me has always been a luxury of such. I think the problem with money is people often judge each other in society based on how much money you have, whether you have the nicest car, whether you have the nicest clothes, and that is something that I very strongly disagree with. Being in a position earlier in life where I had very, very little, it makes me appreciate things a lot more. And I think with money, everyone says, oh, money makes the world go round and money brings happiness, but it really doesn't. I get paid a fair amount of money doing what I do, but it doesn't make me happy. It really doesn't. It doesn't make me happy to be able to say, yeah, I can do that and I can do that. Yes, like I said in my happiness video, being able to go out and buy clothes is nice. Being able to have food in your cupboards is nice. But I'm not a very materialistic person as such. I don't go out and spend hundreds of pounds on clothes. I have friends of mine who do, who will only go around dressed in Ralph Lauren, they'll only go dressed in Emporio Armani and things like that, but I'm not like that at all. For me, I'll go into Primark and I'll buy t-shirts and I'll buy jeans. It doesn't really bother me at all whether I have a £500 shirt. I just can't understand people that do that, but that is myself personally. What about you guys? What kind of aspect of money do you think? Are you the kind of person that goes out and spends £120 on a polo shirt from Ralph Lauren, or are you like myself? You'll happily go into a shop and spend like a tenner on a t-shirt. Do you know what I mean? A lot of my clothes come from Primark, and I'm quite happy with that. I buy my Marvel t-shirts, I buy my Punisher t-shirts and things like that you've seen in my other videos. I think the biggest concern with money is you're never really taught about money at all. When you're at school, you will learn how to find the angle of a triangle, but you will never learn in school how to budget properly. How, when you get your wages at the end of the month or at the end of the week, depending on which type of job you have, how are you going to budget that money to see you through the next month? Well, how are you going to pay your rent? How are you going to pay taxes? Things like that. These are all things that I think very personally should be discussed at school and you should be taught about, because when you leave school and you go into the big wide world and you realise all of a sudden that you've got bills to pay, you've got mortgages to pay, car payments and taxes and national insurance, and you don't even know what it is that you're even paying for. Do you know what I mean? Eventually through life, yes, my taxes go to the government spends all this money on health and spends it on this, that and the other. But why do they not tell you? Like, right, okay, say for example, you get £1,500 a month, right, for your job, whatever it is you may be doing. From that, you then have to pay your rent, you've got to pay your council tax, you've got to pay your food, you've got to pay your gas, your electricity, if you've got internet, you pay for that, you've got your car, you pay for fuel. And they don't teach you how to budget things properly. I spoke to my stepdad and he taught me through a very basic process on how to budget your money and to say, right, this is your essentials and this is what you're left with to spend, and therefore you can make it through the month, right? But money just really irritates me as a topic because, when I was homeless, people look at you like you're a piece of shit on the bottom of their shoe because they walk past and they've got all their money and they've got their Gucci sunglasses and stuff, and you're sat there playing your guitar trying to make an extra couple of quid so that you can eat. Do you know what I mean? And I think that money, people are always driven by it. People are so obsessed to have the best because society tells them that they must. But I disagree with that very, very strongly, guys, okay? I think that, like I said in my happiness video, if you find happiness in yourself, then that's all that really matters at the end of the day. If you're happy when what you're wearing, what you own, what you have, then that is all that really matters, guys, okay? You go to people's houses, like my mum's house, for example. Everything in my mum's house, my mum has worked hard for, and my stepdad has worked hard for, and they are very happy with it. And they have a beautiful house. They have a really fantastic wee house. But they're not materialistic like myself. I don't see the point in going out and spending £55,000 on a car when it does the exact same as a car you can get for £5,000, gets you from A to B. Oh yes, well my car can do 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. And it's like, well, that's great. But, oh, it has a top speed of 185. I'm like, well, that's cracking, mate, because you can't drive any faster than 70 on the roads, So my wee car, I don't drive, but if I had a wee car, just a wee Golf, for example, it'll get me from A to B. You can go 70 mile an hour on the motorway, you can go 60 miles an hour here, so it doesn't really matter to me. As long as I can get from A to B in relative comfort, then it doesn't really affect me. But then that's me personally. That's my personal views on it. And what do you guys? What about you guys? Are you the kind of guys and girls that go out and spend a lot of money? Because I'm very interested to meet people like yourselves. It's very interesting to sit and discuss these topics. And like I said in my last video, this is a place where we can come together and we can discuss things. And funnily enough, by the way, I have just found out that I can now live stream through my mobile phone. YouTube has updated itself, so I can now do live streaming. So once I'm available, I would definitely like to arrange a live stream if you guys would be up for that, and we can actually discuss things in person rather than me recording and then getting back in touch over the comments. We can actually sit and have a discussion based on the facts and based on your opinions, and I'll be there to give my advice in real time rather than over videos and comments. Money. It is such a difficult topic. It really, really is. And you look at some places in the world where they have literally nothing. Like they live, certain places in Africa where you've got children walking for miles to drink water that isn't even good for them. Do you know what I mean? And it's the things like that that help you appreciate just what it is that you have in life. They say that if you have a roof over your head, a bed to sleep in, and you're able to have 3 meals a day, you are richer than 80% of the world. 80% of the world. That is a staggering number. And you always end up getting yourself so stressed out. It's like relationships. I could almost put money on there, that there'll be people out there, maybe people like yourselves watching this video, that money has come between you and your partner. I know it did when I was with my ex. When me and my ex-fiance were together, there was times where we would argue about money because we didn't have enough money to put gas on, we didn't have enough money to put electric on, and that caused a lot of tension just for this paper stuff. It is phenomenal. It really, really is, that money can have such a strong impact on your life and that it can really make or break people. Don't get me wrong, like the rest of us, I enjoy going out and drinking. I enjoy going out with the lads. It's like last night, we went for a big steak dinner at a steakhouse, right, in Falmouth. It was like £30 for a steak, but I like being able to do that. But it's not something that I strive for. I don't strive to be able to say, well, I had a £30 steak last night. It's like, well, it's still food at the end of the day. I'd be quite happy to go and spend a fiver in the galley. Do you know what I mean? For you who aren't military people, that's basically where we go and eat, on base. But as long as it's food in my belly, I'm not too fussed. But don't get me wrong, it is nice to treat yourselves now and again, guys, especially if you've been working hard. But it's like, the girls that me and my best mate Noonan spend a lot of time with, the girls that we're with, they work hard. They really, really work hard. And, they're working ridiculous hours every week. And it really does break my heart because even though they're really slaving away, and like the rest of you is, I can guarantee this little topic here will apply to so many of you, that you work so hard throughout the month and you get your money at the end of it, and by the time you've paid your rent, you've paid your council tax, you've paid all your bills, you've paid for your Sky, and you've paid for this, you're left with literally nothing. And it is such a shame because your work and hard efforts are not being appreciated in a way. You're not able to go out and reap the benefits from your hard work. For me, being in the military, it's slightly different because everything is subsidised from my wages. So when I receive my wages at the end of the month, my rent and everything has already come out because I live on base. All this stuff's already come out, so what I'm left with is my money to spend. But then you look out in civilian life and it is really, really quite difficult, especially with housing prices nowadays. I mean, me being from Scotland, the housing prices in Scotland are very, very reasonable. You can get a nice little 3-bedroom house and pay no more than £400 a month for it. But my missus, she's paying, £600 a month for a 2-bedroom flat. And by the time they've worked, paid their rent and everything, it's horrible. And you get yourself stuck in this rut of sort because you've paid for everything, and then by the time it comes to the next month, you've got to save up this amount of money, you've got to have this. And it really breaks my heart, guys. I think money is something that should definitely be discussed a lot more when you're at school and when you're learning all these things, so that you're able to have a realisation of what it is that you're getting yourself into when you go and get a job and you get yourself your first house and a mortgage and things like that. It's like the amount of stories you hear about people who have got a mortgage, right? And for some reason they might become unemployed and the banks take their house off them if they can't afford to make their payment. That is just absolutely outrageous. It really, really is. People should be thanked for going out and working hard. And the jobs that some people do, I know people that are working 2, 3, 4 jobs, literally, just to get by. That is fucking outrageous. It really pisses me off, the fact that these people go out and all they do is work just to get by. And that is unacceptable. And I think that things need to change. But I'm only one person. What can I do about it? What about you guys, right? What do you think is important when we're talking about money? How does money affect your life? You know, like I said in another video, if you're one of these people that is very well off in life, I am so happy for you, because you don't have to worry, you don't have to stress as much. But there is people out there who will literally work 24/7 just to get by. Whether it's cleaning garbage cans, and whether it's cleaning shit off the streets, picking up fag butts and things like that, cigarettes and stuff. It really, really is such a shame that these people are working so hard and there's no appreciation for it, and they don't get to reap the benefits of their hard work. But anyway, like I say, I've been rattling on now. But what is your opinion on money, guys? Let's have a discussion about this. What do you think is important about money, the fundamentals of money, and how it affects your life personally? Let's have a discussion, alright guys? Leave your comment in the comment section down below and let's talk about this. Alright guys, well, this has been Chris Talks to you about the controversial subject of money, and I will see you guys in my next video. Alright, make sure you leave a like, and if you are new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down there as well, guys. Let's get this channel growing so we can reach out to people, and let's set up a real community here, guys. Alright, let's talk about things and get things off your chest. Okay, so this has been, as I said, Chris Talks to you about money, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.